Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to be going over the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, they've already aired the first three episodes, and so I'm a little late to the party. But I just want to just kind of tell you my thoughts and opinions on the first three episodes. There's no spoilers, other than kind of what you already learned from the trailer, so you're fine. So, I'm actually going to give the first three episodes so far an 8 out of 10. I really liked it a lot. I thought it's been really interesting and entertaining. It has a good balance of action, humor, and storytelling, and like storyline and character development, which I feel like we're often lacking in most Marvel things, where they kind of skip character development more for action and things like that. So I really liked that there's a pretty good balance. Another thing I really like is that there are longer episodes. I like that it's 45 to 50 minutes long, so that I feel more satisfied, more fulfilled in watching, rather than like, wow, it's already over. Like, it took like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Like, I need a little bit more. Whereas with these episodes, I feel satisfied. It's like a good meal, rather than a snack. And so, I hope you like that simile and metaphor. So, I like that. There's only 6 episodes, but I'm okay with it since they're longer. And so I don't have to wait quite as long for the conclusion and the climax. And so I've been liking it a lot. So one thing I've enjoyed is that character development, right? And we see a lot of that in the first episode, where we see Sam interacting with his sister since he's come back from the blip. And we kind of see what the world is like post Avengers Endgame, where people are back, people are being displaced by the people that have returned, because people are living where they used to live, and they're like, hey, this is my house. And like, actually, I've been living here for the past 5 years, so sorry about that. It's like, well, where am I gonna live? And so they're trying to figure all of that out. Resources have been more for half the population rather than the whole population, and so there's a lot of things that are going on. So that's kind of how the world is at the moment. We see interactions with Sam and his sister, where Sam's sister has been kind of dealing with the family business all on her own for the past 5 years, and is in a lot of debt. And it's like, I just want to kind of sell the business. I want to sell the boat. And Sam's like, hey, I'm here now. I can help you, even though I have no money or assets because I've been gone for 5 years. And so it's interesting to see that dynamic. And then we see Bucky. I like Bucky's character development more than Sam's a little bit, just because it's more personal. So Bucky is having kind of PTSD. He's having these nightmares of the trauma of assassinating people when he's being mind controlled by Hydra. And so he is doing therapy, which I think is really beneficial to him. And I think he realizes that, even though he doesn't really like to admit it, because it's also helping him with kind of coping with mistakes that he's made in the past, kind of against his will in his defense, but still having to live with those memories and regrets of killing all these people. And so he's trying to deal with that, and it's interesting to see his mental state, see his therapy, to see how he's trying to make restitution for his past deeds. And he has this list of all these people that he's really trying to make up to, that he has hurt in some way. And I like that because I've had mental health problems before, and maybe I'll do a video about it in a future time. But I really liked how we kind of see that side of him, and it makes him more human. It makes it more personal, where we can see like, oh yeah, obviously anyone that's gone through that would definitely have mental health problems. And so I like how they're addressing that, and they're showing what that's actually like, rather than kind of skipping over or glossing it for just action scenes. And so we get a little bit of action episodes 1 and episodes 2. I know some people were wanting more. I think it's a pretty good balance overall, though. And I also really like the humor that they've been putting into the episodes, where we see the dynamic between Sam and Bucky. And then in episodes 3, we kind of throw in another person into that with Zemo, and we have this weird triangle of Zemo, Bucky, and Sam, and so it's just fun to see, and I really like that dynamic, and I'm looking forward to episodes 4 to see that dynamic even more. One thing I thought was really interesting is kind of the social justice that they're kind of doing with kind of bringing racism and to the MCU, and how that kind of plays a role, and where we kind of see some partial race, like maybe racist things with the bank and not giving a loan to them. But then in episode 2 is where we kind of see it more. We're introduced to an African American character who I won't spoil for you. I can't give any details, but I feel like he's going to play a pretty big role and influence with Sam, and we kind of see how he was treated in the past because of being African American. And then we see after that interaction and finding all that out, we kind of have another incident where with Sam and the police, and I thought that was really interesting, especially because that was actually planned and filmed before all of the protests in 2020 and a lot of the shootings and things like that happened that really brought it forward. They had planned that beforehand, and I think obviously there have been some shootings, and they just kind of want to bring a little bit more awareness about that. But like for today, it's very like pertinent and really kind of ties in with what's going on in the world right now. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Obviously, some people are like, don't bring politics into my entertainment, and some people are like, I like a good amount and like influence or whatever. For me personally, I think it's subtle enough where it's not like shoving down my throat or like really pushing their agenda. And it flows with the storyline smooth enough for me to not mind it and kind of like it. And so I thought that's an interesting aspect. But overall, I've really enjoyed it. I've liked where it's going. I've liked the humor. I thought the action they've had so far has been really good, and I'm excited to see what they do with the next 3 episodes. And so I'm excited. When those air, I will make videos about it and give you my thoughts and opinions. But please put in the comments if you liked it or not, what you think of it, what you're looking forward to, what your theories are for what will happen, and any questions you have, please put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you later. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.